Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Susie Dale, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about the Zones of Regulation app that I reviewed. It's one that I received on iTunes for $5.99, which I thought was a really great price to be able to go ahead and support what is a curriculum that we highly recommend right now, the Zones of Regulation, that was put out by Leah Kuypers to support students with social emotional needs by helping them identify their feelings and come up with appropriate alternatives to using problem behavior if they're in a stressful situation. So since it's a curriculum we already use, this type of app is a beautiful accompaniment to it. It's kind of exactly what we're learning about in this mobile learning of how you can supplement things. The app was available for Android, iPad, iPhone, iPod Touch, Kindle Fire, which is really cool because a lot of the districts I serve are kind of going to one-to-one, but some in very different formats, so it's available to all. This is designed to support the kids by letting them click on the app and begin a game in which they develop an avatar who navigates a path through a day and hits zones or hotspots where they might encounter tough situations that would typically trigger problem behavior. But they are then offered questions and scenarios where they are reviewing some of the skills or replacement behaviors that were taught through the Zones curriculum, and they have opportunities to make choices and decisions that can have positive or negative outcomes. By making the appropriate choices, they can earn tokens which can later be exchanged for rewards. I think it's also really cool because in the beginning, when you work your way through, these kids are faced with more basic level questions, but as they go deeper on into the game and concepts, the questions become much higher level on Bloom's taxonomy, and it does a nice job reinforcing some of the learning that's been done and giving students who can be potentially aggressive or harmful an opportunity to practice working through difficult situations while still keeping peers safe and themselves in a safe situation. So it's a nice bridge to the direct instruction and that opportunity to go in the class in full release. So I use the Graphite app review with the Common Sense rating system because I kind of wanted to be able to compare what I felt the app was like with what experts came up with. So the 3 areas they review are engagement, and they gave 3 stars for this for engagement. And the reason they did that is because they felt the avatars were super cool and the graphics were engaging, but it didn't offer a lot of variety. And for that reason, I agree exactly with them. 3 stars for the very same reasons. The other 2 areas I'm not so sure I quite agreed, specifically pedagogy. They felt, the professionals, that it was only worth 3 stars because they weren't sure that using an app like this would lead to transfer with what they're learning to do in their real lives. And I disagree with this because, as we said, it is about pedagogy, and we're spending a lot of time learning about that in this class. It's how you use the apps. They're not babysitters. They're not meant to be used independently. So I find that using this for a form of guided practice after instruction, after it's been modeled, but before you try it in the classroom, it'd be nice of a part of a continuum of supports. So 4.5 stars for that. 3 stars from the pros for support because it does give immediate feedback, but they felt that they'd have to be familiar with the Zones curriculum to be able to really understand what the app is talking about. I actually gave it 4.5 stars because immediate feedback is one of the cornerstones of reinforcing appropriate behaviors, and because I would never use it without the Zones curriculum, I feel like that would not be an issue. So I hope you think about this if you have a student that could use some supports, and I think you will enjoy it.